Well, there we go. After doing the very cheap 6 pizzas, there were pepperoni ones in those days. I tried to get pepperonis this time, but Zizzy's left me down at Tesco's. I was trying to get a pepperoni version of that, a pepperoni version of that, and a pepperoni version of the Zizzy's, or whatever it's called. And I couldn't get a Zizzy's, so we're going for cheese and onion. Yeah, it's like the margarita one. We got the expensive one, the almost expensive one, and the cheap one. Alright, I've got a crib sheet. I hope you can read that in my doctor's writing. I'll go through them all. Right, so that's the most expensive. That's £5. It's 403 grams. It's a Crosta and Mullica Margherita Sourdough pizza, which is about 30 points on Scrabble. I don't. They should call it crusty, shouldn't they? Crusty, made in Italy. No, is it? I don't know. But we'll see. It's wood fired because you have to have wood fired. I don't even know what that means for pizza, as it's frozen. Yeah, partially wood fired might be correct. Slow proved. And great taste. Right, so they're pumping it up. So that's 403 grams. On Tesco's reviews, it gets 4.3 out of 5, which is quite good. And it's 3,900 calories, so for an entire pizza. So it's quite a lot, but not that much. Let's move over to the old Pizza Express one. I'm not taking these out of the box yet. Hopefully it looks like a Pizza Express one. I expect a very thin base. God, he knows when I'm cooking, don't you? Away, on your bed. Yeah, good boy. I'll give him a treat in a minute. I don't shoot my dog, but he doesn't. Unlike Christy Noem, the governor of North Dakota, or is it South Dakota? That's some shit place anyway. There you go. Right, so Pizza Express and margarita again. Yeah, not tomato and cheese. Speciale, not special, speciale, because it's Italian. Double mozzarella, cool. Tomato cream mozzarella, buffalo mozzarella, pearls, ooh, and basil. With passata. Yeah, no, not tomatoes, passata. And that one gets 4.1 on the score from Tesco's. It's a big boy, 455 grams rather than 403. And so it's 4,500 calories for the whole pizza. And it's £4. So £1 less. I got them on special offer, by the way. But I will ignore that. And finally, the Tesco's cheap one, £3.50. Still got 4 cheeses. They just call it Italian rather than speciale. Still wood fired though, as you do. I hope it's not coal fired or using nuclear leftovers. Wood fired pizza with 4 cheeses, mozzarella, Italian smoked scamosa, provolone, cheese and creamy Italian mascarpone. I like the way they name all the cheeses. Never had a scamosa before. Yeah, and that gets only 3.2 on the score. But mind you, I've had this one before. You do have to cook it properly, which is going to be a bit of a point because I've got to cook all these 3 in the oven, and that does make a difference how you cook them. So £3.50, 3.2 score. Well done on those 2, and that's 4,300 calories. So my entire calories is about 16,000 calories if you eat all those bad boys. Right, okay, yeah, so I'm going to have to cook them all in one go, which is difficult because, obviously, you actually need to put one on a... They're always better on a pan and bake them from the bottom, but I've only got 2, those, and one. And obviously, it's going to be hotter at the top, so I might have to turn them round and round. Yeah, so that's going to be tricky. I'm going to have to pull my finger out, sorting them out, so they'll get equal weighting on the cooking, so one doesn't get favoured. So I'm going to have to swap them around 3 times and put them on the bottom one, which is still greasy from my leftover vegan fish fingers cooking. God, I've got some washing up to do. I'll put the heat on just to get it done. Right, let's get these bad boys out. I always do them not from frozen. I defrost them first because I find they cook better. Also, I normally put a bit of oil around the outside. But I won't be doing that today because it's a taste test. So they might be a bit extra crunchy on the outside. I like to do them shorter and hotter than it does on the back, and it says on the back because they do it from frozen. I cook them from defrosted. Right, let's get them out of the containers and see what they look like. Who's going to be disappointed already? I hope that does look like a Pizza Express one. Yeah, well, we'll see, won't we? And here we go. What do they look like when they come out of the packaging? Well, that's actually quite a good representation of what it actually looks like in the photo, which is quite a good start. Neapolitan style, of course. A wood-fired bottom. I still can't get on that wood-fired. Just say you've part cooked it beforehand. Yeah, that's good. It's quite small. Mind you, I'm going to be eating how can that be 3,000 calories? My God. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Yeah, I think it's good. Like I say, I want to put a bit of olive oil or normal vegetable oil around the outside. Put some herbs on, pep it up, but I can't do it because I'm doing it as it comes. And of course, there is a big disappointment though, the Pizza Express one. I do not remember Pizza Express. I mean, I know they put vegetables on top. They put a bit of green on to make it look sexy up, and so they charge more. But that's not a Pizza Express crust. I seem to remember them very thin with just a really thin edge. That looks like a cheap pizza. Yeah, the bottom's not wood fired. What enough is that? That orangey stuff. Have they sprayed that on? Anyway, I'm just going to reorganise the spinach. Basically, I think the living, well, I don't know. Actually, to be honest though, they've got proper tomatoes on, like that. This is a typical Pizza Express thing, isn't it? To make those housewives at lunchtime feel that they're being healthy by eating 4,000 calories. And you got your, oh, there's the pearl mozzarella, little balls of stuff. All right, Glenn, don't be critical, Andy. Let's see how it tastes. That could be the winner. And finally, the cheap Tesco one. No, that is a crust and a half, and that is wood fired. Ooh, yeah. And actually, I do like the way they got those slices of. Which cheese was that? The one I never heard of. They're pretty good though. They are hard to cook, these ones though, so I'm gonna have to try my best. But yeah, look at those 3 different styles of expensive pizza, and they'll all be better than the cheap ones. If I remember rightly, for the cheap ones, the Goodfellas one actually won. I still can't believe that one. And the Chicago Town Tiger Crust came second, just because the Tiger Crust does give it a bit of a different flavour. And third was the Tesco's cheap one for £1. And I still think I downmarked it too much on the day. Yeah, so get the Tesco's one. The Stone Baked Tesco's pepperoni pizza. It's probably not £1 nowadays, it's probably about £2 due to inflation. But it's good. It's a good pizza. Anyway, let's see how these go. I've got to get the oven on and start moving them all around. And we'll be back shortly. Yeah, I was a bit down on that, wasn't I? I know, it's certainly different. Yeah, actually, that is a classic sort of like Pizza Express way. It's flat, but with green on top. I'm looking forward to these. I'm so full from lunch after my vegan cooking. I put Whisper on his bed. Poor bugger. He's bothering. Yeah, and yeah, you heard your name, don't you? I give you your dinner soon. I'm too busy doing my own stuff. At least I'm shut in the head like Christian Noem would do. Bloody Governor of North Dakota. What was a dog called? Well, cricket. That's simply not cricket, isn't it? Shoot you fucking dog. Bitch. Right, 3 minutes for each and then rotate them. So the bottom one's on the metal tray. The other two on the racks. And hot at the top, cool at the bottom. So every 3 minutes you've got to rotate them around. It's all very experimental. Let's see how they do. I'm sure they'll be alright. Okay, that's 3 minutes. The top one's now in the middle one's in the bottom, and the bottom one's in the top. As you do. Yeah, I think they're going to be alright after 9 minutes from not defrosted. I wouldn't like to try these from frozen. Goody hell. Soft sell. Yeah, looking alright actually. Leaving the Pizza Hut one, which I've got my doubts about. I might be a doubting Thomas with the Pizza Hut one. We will see. And there we have it. 3 margarita pizzas, all done completely different. I still really like that crust, but the toppings look good. And that's the Don Melico live. Oh, let me feel the bottom. Yeah, it's crusty. I'll put them on racks so they don't steam on the bottom. I still think that's the best. Actually, just. Oh, yeah. Careful. Yeah, I think that's my favourite. That was good too. Yeah, well, we'll see, won't we? And there they were on the. Yeah, you can tell they're expensive rather than cheap ones. Yeah. I know you want your tea, don't you? Because you're not being fed. I mean, you're too really looking after me. Right, let's cook a slice and let's start eating and see which one's the best. I'm gonna say that one. I love my Tesco's one. That might be good too. It has got yeah, it's got a bit of herbs on top, hasn't it? Might add all the difference. Yeah. Well, we'll see. That just looks so cheap. It's putting me off. I don't know what those things are. Yeah. I might be pleasantly surprised. In the past, I've actually. It was like the Goodfellas one. I thought the Goodfellas pizza would be rubbish, and actually it won out of the 6 of them. So let's see how these do. Right, let me get my knife out. Where is it? Oh, I've lost it. Oh, it's over there. It's hiding behind the batter. Right, good. And there we go. The 3 different styles of doing a cheese and tomato pizza, high-end style. And they're the boxes. It's no wonder Pizza Express don't put a picture on the front. It doesn't look so good. The toppings are good though. I'm going to try it in a minute. And that's got the biggest crust. Most Neapolitan style. And that's the actual proper. But apparently this was actually made in Italy. Anyway, we'll see. Right, what should we do first? Let's do the Tesco's one. Because I know what it tastes like because I've had it before. It is very sloppy. Oh, here we go. It's like a. I actually go 40 in half. You can't do it apart from the crust. Well, it's a bit like one of those New York ones. No, that. Yeah, the cheese on that is excellent. Excellent cheese. Nibble that bit. You could argue it's a bit one-dimensional, just old cheese. The cheese is not bland though. It has a sort of piquancy on the back of your palate, and the palate. So that's quite good. Alright, let's try it. No, let's go for the Pizza Express one because that's the ultimate difference. This is more flavourous rather than cheese. That I do not. Well, that's alright, but that looks thick and stodgy. Let's see. Yeah. As I expected. That needs crisping up on the bottom. But the flavour is actually really good. Yeah. Bit of crust. I can think there's the crust, the rest of it. Quite a large percentage. I do like the flavours of that, but with any pizza, yeah, the crust just tastes cheap and nasty. Oh, that's a shame. I think if you put all those bits on top of that one, you'd be laughing, wouldn't you? Right, here we go. Can this be Baby Bear's pizza? Halfway between the two. We will see. Because it's cooled down a bit, so I will give it leeway for that. Don't worry, I do work that into my equations. Yeah, more tomato than cheese. Good compromise though. No one really gets a good score. And the herbies, of course. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. Oh, it's good. Yeah, it's good. I haven't tried the crust yet, but yeah, the middle bit, As you can see, it's still light and fluffy. Yeah, no wonder it gets a good score. Could it be Andy's favourite? Let's try the crust. Yeah, not bad. Not as good as Tesco's one. Or the cheese. Yeah, oh, good. Yeah, good. Oh, I'm undecided. I know it's going to come last. But what about the two ones? Oh. Where's the dog gone? Henry's out of the house, so she walks out. Don't feed the dog cheese pizza. Yeah, oh well, there we go. Look at that. Right, I'm going to mark them now. Well, topping wise, that was the best, but that base is shite. I'm sorry, but it's crap. Oh, and these two. Oh, it's a difficult one now. That's got the best base by far, and the cheese is really good. But unless you like, actually I do love cheese. And that was the best cheesy one. And it is a cheese and tomato pizza, but they had more tomato. What you need is you put all those toppings on that one, you'd have the perfect pizza. But they didn't. Oh, what we're going to score? Who's going to win? Well, that was a bloody good attempt. If they could have got the crust like that, it might have won. They didn't have quite the cheese either. That cheese is fantastic. As you can see, it's fantastic. It was a bit one-dimensional, but it's still going to win out of all these three expensive pizzas. That's a good one if you ever need to get it. I was supposed to get pepperoni, of course, and I got let down by Zizzy's. So with pepperoni, that might have come out first, because that one gets the pepperoni version. That gets a really bad score. Oh, well, anyway, probably because I didn't cook it well. But there we go. So in first place, it's the Tesco £3.50, and you've got to take the price into consideration. Next one was that £5 and £4. Well, I tell you what, just get the Goodfellas one. Yeah, or 3 of them for the price. Yeah, if you only put all, actually, I might do that later. I might just move all the toppings over onto that and eat it. It'd be perfect. Yeah, so yeah, it's interesting. I'll wait for my wife to get home and she can judge it herself. She'll be like, that one best. I don't know. She'll get carried away by those tomatoes and spinach.